All right, good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, the 13th day of May, 2013. Let's see our results this morning. Let's go over those. Start out with crude oil. Crude, we were plus 10 ticks. Soybeans were even. Russell, we were even. Gold, we were plus 9 ticks. And corn, we were minus 1 tick. It took us 36 minutes and 5 trades to make our 2 points this morning. And we did that. We were at $140 per contract when we did it. Now let me go through the spreadsheet. Okay, the soybeans, we did take a trade this morning. We got a break even on it. We were up 4 ticks profit on it, but we ended up break even on it. The Russell, we took a trade this morning. We got a break even on that as well. We were up 4 ticks, moved up to break even. On crude, we took a few trades. I believe, plus 10. I think plus 10 was the highest we were at all morning, and that's where we ended. On gold, I think we were plus 10 ticks at one point on gold, or plus 12 ticks or something like that. I don't know. One of these we got a 12 tick trade on. And we ended up at plus 9 ticks on gold. On corn, we took a corn trade this morning. The corn trade actually dropped, I think it dropped 12 ticks total, but initially it went up 3 ticks from my entry. The stop was on the other side of the MA1. I'll go through all this when I show you the charts in a minute. Then it dropped down about 6 ticks. Then it came back up to break even. And I was telling everyone how normally I would have taken break even at that point. And then it just went back and forth there at break even for a little while. And I got out at minus 1 tick, minus 12.5 bucks on a corn. Now the 2 points, the minutes to 2 points, it took me 36 minutes this morning. Our first trade this morning was a losing trade. So it took a few trades. It took us 5 trades to get there. And we had $140 a contract when we got to the 2 points because I believe we were up a little bit on something. Oh, that's what it was. We were up. How did that work? I don't know. We were up 4 ticks on crude oil at the time, I think, and then I know what it was. Our first trade of the day was on crude. We were minus 8 ticks on that. Then the next trade was plus 12 ticks. That put us at plus 4 ticks on crude. We still hadn't made our 2 points. And then we made another crude trade, which is break even, and then we made a gold trade. So we had a losing trade, a winning trade, another winning trade. I mean a break even trade. We had another break even trade. We must have. And then the gold trade that gave us 10 ticks. That put us at plus $140 a contract. All right, that's where we were when we made our 2 points this morning. We had a total of 12 trades this morning. Okay, so far on the month, for the 9 days in the month of May so far, we are up $2,182.50 in the live trading room. And if you assume $8 per turn on every single trade that we took, and I know that's high, I know that most guys have better rates than that. And if you don't, perhaps you should go talk to give Bert a call. He can help you out with that. But with an $8 round turn, you're still up $1,342.50 per contract in the live trading room only. All right, now let's see. I just want to scroll up and make sure that I didn't miss any questions. Okay, so far no questions. That's right, Frank. That's all good. All right, so I'm going to slide this over, and we'll get into the trades now. All right, we'll start out with crude oil. Oh, if you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply, sign up for the free trial. Okay, in the free trial, you get 5 business days in our live trading room. You also get access to the charting platform and all of our indicators. Okay, the charting platform and all the indicators. You'll be sent an email with instructions on how to download the indicators, and you should go out there and do that. You know, if you're going to take the free trial, take the whole thing. Download the indicators so you have them on your desktop so you can see everything that's happening. Okay. I would say you should definitely do that if you haven't done it yet. Okay. If you have taken our free trial already, well, I don't know. and you haven't become a partner yet, I don't, you know, I'm sure you have some good reason why not. I mean, all the green in here in the spreadsheet, those are all the up days. The red is our down day. The yellow are break-even days. So that's the way our year has gone so far in the live trading room. Okay, all these green days, a couple of yellow, well, 3 yellow, and 1 red. All right, and you think, oh, that red must have been horrible, but it was only $80 a contract. All right, no big deal. And we actually made that $80 up in the break between the morning session and the afternoon. We made that $80 up, so it wasn't like it was a horrible down day. It was just that I didn't have enough time in the live trading room. I have 2 hours every day, and most days I can make back. If we start out with 2 or 3 losing trades, most days I can make that back in the 2 hours and still be up 2 points. That particular day, though, I couldn't, for whatever reason, I couldn't do it. It took me 2.5 hours. All right, moving on. I've told you all how to take the free trial. If you want to become a partner, send us a quick email at support@cfrn.net. Just put partner info in the header, and we'll send you off all the information you need to become a partner. If you're on the free trial right now, you'll be getting all that information tomorrow, probably tomorrow night sometime. But that's it. All right, moving on to the charts. Let's start out with crude oil. The market's really moved up. I had said this before. I've said it many times. When the U.S. markets and the European markets are open at the same time, a lot of times the markets don't flow as well as they could. And when one of them closes, whichever one is left open, the markets seem to flow a little better. That's why you'll see a lot of times, in the pre-market, you'll see nice movement like this when it's just the European markets that are open. And when the European markets close and the U.S. markets are open, nice movement like this. And when they're both open, you see this battle back and forth here for some reason. All right, up and down, up and down. This is crude oil. Okay, our very first trade on crude was right here this morning. All right, we took a long trade right in here, close up above the trend line that I had drawn. It didn't give us 4 ticks profit, otherwise I would have moved my stop to break even. It gave us 3 ticks profit, not 4. I followed my rules. It came back, stopped me out. Now, typically, because the entry was above the MA1, I probably should have followed my stop up a little more aggressively and gotten out of break even on that anyway, but I didn't, and we ended up taking a -8 tick loss on that. The very next trade right here was a 12 tick win. Okay, we got short over here on the down close below the trend line. I know I don't have a trend line drawn, but I did tell everyone about it, and I eyeballed it, and I said I'm getting short right in there. We had the bearish divergence down here on that one. All right, we got short. We took 12 ticks profit on it. There was another short entry right in here. Again, I don't have a trend line drawn. I was just eyeballing it, and I told everyone about it, but I didn't put the trade on myself. I probably would have gotten a break even and maybe plus 1 or 2 ticks on that. It turned around, came up here. There was right here another shorting opportunity that I missed, and then I didn't take anything else through here. Okay, there was a long opportunity right here. This up close right here. I missed that one. I grabbed this one for a couple of ticks. It turned around again, dropped through the BBC, came down here, gave me another shorting opportunity here. I took some profit. Another one here, I took some profit. Another one here, I took a loss. And another one here, I took some more profit. Okay, so I had 2 losing trades and a couple of decent wins and a bunch of small wins on the crude oil this morning. Okay. Let's see. After the morning session closed, let's see. We had an opportunity in here. Pull back, test to the BBC, up close. Black line's right on top of the green line, so not really anything there. No divergence. Right in here was an opportunity to get long. Right over here, just a minute ago, was an opportunity to get short. Let's see. Nah, there was no divergence in there. Not really anything to work with in here. You might have gotten long in here, but not really much to work with. Okay. There was an opportunity right in here to get short a few minutes ago, and right now, this is the trend line. Right there is your trend line. Okay, so you need to down close below that trend line. This is what bearish divergence looks like when the market is actually moving. This is it right here. You got your bearish divergence. Okay, it needs a down close below that trend line. That was the crude oil. All right, I think that's where we probably traded the most this morning, was in crude. And on the Russell, we only took one trade on the Russell. Okay, there was a second one that we tried to get into over here that we didn't get a fill on, but this one right over here is where we did get in. We get in over here once we had 4 ticks profit in the trade. We moved stop to break even, and we ended up getting out of break even. All the indexes were back and forth across the weekly trading zone in the live trading room this morning, so there really wasn't much to go on. Okay, there really wasn't. Well, until the European markets closed, as I said, and then just the U.S. markets were open. There was an opportunity to get long right in this move up, right over here. But this was after the morning session. Okay, there was an opportunity there, an opportunity there, and that was pretty much it. You might have had one more right in here. One more opportunity to get in right there. Okay, and now it's pulled back down. It's testing the BBC, but you see it went zone to zone. All right, weekly trading zone to weekly trading zone. Let me slide that off. That was all we had for the Russell. Now on gold, we had, let's see, we had a few trades on gold this morning. There they are. All right, we missed this first one right in here. Was that even today? Yeah, it was. Okay, we missed this first one right over here that I highlighted anyway. It looks like we missed more than that one. There was no divergence there. So we missed this one right here. It would have gone down, it would have pulled back initially and then gone down some. I probably would have had my stop at break even and gotten a break even trade on that, but I didn't even put the trade on. All right, the next trade that I put on was over here. We had a close above the trend line right there. And I got long on that. I got long on the pullback on it, so I had a couple tick better entry than the top right there. We ended up taking some profit on that. 10 ticks profit it looks like we took. All right. Then we lost this trade right over here. Okay, so we took 10 ticks profit on this one. There was some more opportunity in here on the way up, but I didn't get involved in it. I missed it. There was a long trade right in here. There was, what was I looking at in here? It might have been a long trade right there that I was looking at. But we needed a close above the trend line, and that was a close above the trend line right there. I missed it anyway. I did take this long over here on a close above the trend line over here, and it stopped me out. And then over here it changed directions. I got short over here. So right here I was at +2, and right here I got 7 more ticks profit, and I was at +9 after that trade. All right, it started to get really choppy in here, and I didn't do anything else. That was it. Right now on gold, you had a down close off the BBC right in here. All right, down close off the BBC right in there. That was at 433.8. Your stop would have been at 434.6. So it drew down to within 1 tick of your stop, and you'd still be in the trade possibly. All right, my stop would have been at break even, right over here on the down close below the trend line. So I'd have been out at break even on this pullback right here. And I know that because I try to do the same exact thing every time, time after time after time after time. Yes, I think that that's probably worth noting here as well, that we're using the same set of indicators in the same time frame across every single one of these markets. Okay, so oftentimes when I look at a market, I don't even know what market it is. I just see that the trade setup is right, and then I look up to see what market it is, so I know what DOM to place a trade on. The bar sizes are exactly the same on every single chart. Every bar is 4 ticks in height. 4 ticks in height. We had, I'll jump over to soybeans next. We did take a soybean trade this morning. We got a break even on it. I believe that the soybean trade we took was in here. I don't remember where it was. I think it was in here somewhere. We took a soybean trade, and we ended up taking a break even on the soybean trade. I don't know what time it was. It may have been right in here somewhere. This up close right here, I think, is where we got long. and we ended up getting long on the soybeans, and we ended up taking a break even on the soybeans. Okay. Now, again, the soybeans were pretty choppy until the end of the morning session. Let me blow it up and you can see it a little better. You see the end of the morning session was right in here, and then it took off pretty well. I know we had at least one partner who was long on this up close above the trend line right in here. They were long up there at 14.1075. That drew down to 14.09 and a quarter. Okay, which is 6 ticks. With an 8 tick stop, you'd still be in the trade, and it moved up very nicely. What it's giving right now is a shorting opportunity right in here. It's suggesting it's going to move down. You want to see the green line get down into the cycle. All right, this is a shoulder. This is a head. This should be another shoulder. The neckline's down here. All right, so as it builds this shoulder right here, you want to see it break this neckline right here. All right, I'll draw. I don't want to use that. I'll draw this on it, and we'll see if it happens here in the time that I'm finishing up the recap. Okay, so the shorting opportunity is right here, and got a little gravestone doji right there at the BBC, suggesting it's going to go down. You want to get a close down below the MA1, and that should push it down here at least. Okay, if you break this level, then I would be looking here and then here. Okay, for anybody that's in that trade. I was just going to show you the corn trade, but now that I've drawn all over this, I can't really show you the corn. But anyway, we took a long trade on corn that was about the same time frame, and it went up 3 ticks from my entry. We had closed on the other side of the MA1, the same exact thing, and we ended up taking a 1 tick loss on it. I didn't move my stop to break even as soon as I should have. It pulled back within a couple of ticks of stopping me out, went back up, and it was trading back and forth across break even for about 10 minutes. And I got out of the trade at that point. It did end up dropping 12 ticks, and it's probably coming back now, much like the soybeans did. But we'll see. Now let me just jump back over here for a minute. I said shorting over here on the gold, right? Right over there at 33.8. That has now gone 11 ticks in favor of the trade. The green line has gotten down into the cycle, so you should have another pullback now, but you have a lower swing, so you should be able to take that pullback. The crude oil, we needed a down close below the trend line. If you were in the partners meeting last week, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. If you include the black line, you know, there's enough there. Okay, from the partners meeting last week. All right, what else did we look at? Copper. Copper had a long opportunity right in here that took forever for it to move. We did apply the come on baby indicator, and that did make it go up. We really needed to push it though. We needed to apply that like 3 times. Over here I had an opportunity to short right there that worked out, an opportunity here that did not work out. The long opportunity here took forever to move. Once it did though, it finally moved up pretty well. Okay, it got pretty choppy after that. This is the 6B, which is the British pound. We had suggested a down close over here below this trend line would be a good shorting opportunity. It did pan out. I know some of the guys in the live trading room took that short, and it worked out well for them. There was another one, followed it up right here, another one that I had highlighted that worked out well. Okay, it changed directions, and I don't know, right in here, do you say that this is a pull away from the BBC? It's questionable. If you did, then you got stopped out of that long trade. All right. Let's see, copper, the ES. We didn't trade anything on the ES. There was one opportunity right in here to get long. All right, it pulled back about 1.5 points, and it's just dragged out all morning. It went sideways all morning in here, no range at all. All right. On the NQ, I think I might have highlighted 1 or 2 trades, but there you go. There's a long there that wouldn't have worked out. A couple of shorts with not really much follow through. Another long without much follow through. You know, the indexes were in such a, because the ES was stuck at the zone. The ES was right above the zone, and the Russell was right below the zone most of the morning. It seemed like it was just a mess. For the Russell, it's RLM RLM-MM3 is the symbol for the Russell. RLM-MM3. Okay. Let's see. I think that's going to be it there, guys. I think that is going to be it. Now, we're still waiting to see what's going to happen here on the soybean trade. Okay. Still waiting to see what's going to happen on that. But if we get a down close on the current bar, that would, I think, be a good indication that it's going to go down. All right. With that, let's see. With that, I think we're going to wrap it up here this morning, guys. If anybody's got any questions about anything, please send us an email at support@cfrn.net, or you can reach me. You can call me at 949-423-6464. Again, that's 949-423-6464. Or you can just send us an email at support@cfrn.net. If you want to become a partner and you don't know what it takes to become a partner, then send us an email, support@cfrn.net. Put right in the header, put partner info. Okay, and we'll send you off all the information you need. And if you haven't taken the free trial, again, it's cfrn.net/apply. All right, that's it. I'm going to wrap up the recording.